All right, there goes. I'm going to take a short break, do some cleaning up, and when we return, we're going to go straight ahead to the other courses and all the other little stuff. So don't go anywhere. Don't forget to get your pen and your paper and a glass of water and come look at Cooking with Carlos. Don't go anywhere. See you soon. Welcome back. All right, we're going to do some chutney now using carambola. Most people don't know it as the star fruit or five fingers. So we're going to use some, locally picked carambola, and we're going to make a nice little chutney. All right. So first thing I'm going to do is just get the segments out like this. Let's cut these out, and these are actually the sweet ones. If you can find the sweet ones to make the chutney, it's going to be a little easier for you. Some of the, there are the sour ones, which is very hard to control the acidity in it. So, but these ones, they're just quite fine. These are the sweet ones. I love carambola, I tell you. This is just, I tell you, this is the good stuff. Okay, just going to cut these up now, small bits. At the same time, I have a pot getting hot on the fire there. All right, so I'm just going to cut these up. And this particular method can be used to make a lot of other chutneys using other fruits. So if you look closely to this method, you can use the same method and try it with other stuff. For instance, mangoes, etc. But if you're making a chutney using mango, you would want to use the half-ripe mangoes, not too much of the ripe ones. A nice, solid, firm mangoes. You can also use the mammy apple. If you get some nice ripe mammy apple, remove the flesh off the seeds, and you can make use the same methods. All right, I'm going to get this over to the pot now. The pot is really hot, smoking hot. All right. I think I'm going to add another one to this. All right. This one's a bit half ripe, but it's still good. All right. All right. Okay. Try one of my small spoons. Okay. So we want to have our carambola. Just trying to give it a quick little color. I'm actually extracting some of the juices from the carambola here, because a chutney is basically a stew, and stew is basically cooking in its own juices. I'm going to add some cinnamon sticks into this. All right. I need to get some lime juice. Where's my limes? Over here. All right. These are really nice limes, pretty limes. I'm going to squeeze some of the lime juice into this. Okay. All right, I'm going to add some sugar into this now and allow it to caramelize. I'm going to use brown sugar. I love using brown sugar. It's always a better sugar to use. You get quick color, and it's also much healthier. All right. Okay. So we're going to allow this to melt and to caramelize. And while this is getting done, we're going to add all the other flavors into this. All right. Now the lime prevents the sugar from burning and turning into a coloring. So you're just going to get a smooth sugar finish, but it wouldn't burn as coloring. Okay? Nutmeg, cinnamon. We're going to put a little bit of the powdered cinnamon in this. All right? And a touch of the nutmeg. Okay? All right, so we're going to add the rest of our stuff in it. We're going to put some red peppers. And the peppers, they're also going to inherit the flavors from the carambola, just the same. Okay? I'm going to cut up just about the same size, roughly, as the carambola. It gives you color, and it's not too harsh. It's going to give you a nice flavoring also. All right. Okay, so there goes peppers. I'm going to put some red peppers. I'm going to put a little bit of the green peppers also. What really goes nice in this as well is if you have some shadow benny, it goes really nice into this. All right, I'm going to add my green peppers. And we have to cook it down until everything gets really tender. I'm going to go and work on the beef in a little while. I need some fresh ginger. Ginger always goes well in chutneys. Just going to peel this. Okay. I'm just going to get some slices. Just like this. Now, if they start getting too strong for you, the pieces are kind of large, so you can always remove them. Okay. All right. And last but not least, I'm going to go and get everything else on the roll. Okay, I'm going to put a little bit of onions in this, just a little, not too much. Just use about half of an onion. Okay, move this right here. Quite easy to clean. I like using the red onions because they're much sweeter than the regular white onions. It all depends on what you're working on, you know. But these ones are quite sweet. They don't leave too much of a bitter taste in your mouth. And you also get a little color out of them as well. All right. Okay. So this chutney is boiling quite well. It looks good. All right. So this is just about, you just give it a little stir and just leave it to reduce now. And we're going to go work on the beef right away. All right. Looks pretty. Looks pretty. Let me just get another pot on the fire so we can do our beef. So we have some really gorgeous pieces of beef here. They're pink and quite gorgeous. Okay? So I'm just going to cut these in nice little strips like this. All right? And this beef, it requires a little bit of red wine. And I'm using also some guava jelly or guava jam to finish off this particular dish. It's different, it's a very exotic dish. And it's something that everybody will really much enjoy. Okay? All right, so I'm going to do one more piece of beef here. Cut them in strips, just like this. Just about an inch in thickness. All right. The smaller you cut it, the quicker it is going to cook. And with this beef, you season it while it's on the fire. So I'm just going to leave this plain. I'm not going to even put any seasoning into this. All right? No seasoning whatsoever. Okay. Let me add a little bit of oil. In the meantime, we could probably just crush a couple garlic and rest on the side. Okay. So this can also take almost any flavoring. But I don't want to lose the guava flavor. We're going to add some guava into it. But we can't afford to lose the guava flavors.